movies today. Are you Batman?
Of course. You think I'm fat, man?
No! What's your superpower?
Oh, I am super rich.
Oh!
Hi! Welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to do something very special and different. What is it about?
What's that?
Okay, today we're going to share with you the top 5 things we like about the Zack Snyder's cut for Justice League.
Oh! Where can I see it?
Oh, it's available on HBO Max. In 2017, there was actually Justice League movie released in theatre. But because of certain things that happened along the way, they couldn't showcase Zack Snyder's vision for the movie. And they got a new director to finish up the job. So, that ratings at time, so.
Yeah.
But today, we're going to share with you what is so different about this new Zack Snyder's cut and what we like about it.
Yep.
Alright. The first thing that we like about this new version is the storyline.
This version explains the flow of things in a good pace. We now know that the Superman's earlier death scene triggered the mother boxes.
So why are the mother boxes so important?
Well, you see, the mother boxes are an essential tool in helping the villain to conquer Earth.
Oh, but why is Earth so important in this story?
Now, there's a secret. Earth has the anti-life equation.
Hey, stop. Anti-life equation, apa ni? My God! So complicated. What is it about?
Well, in this universe, anti-life equation can dominate the will of any living being, and it can even bring the dead back to life. That is why it's so important.
Oh, did it bring anyone back to life?
Guess who?
Oh, ini ya. Good. It really bring the character back to life.
Yes, that's why it's so appreciated.
Oh. Except, as I know, correct, in the story, there are a lot of these new characters like Amazon lah, Atlanteans lah, old gods lah, what 5,000 years lah, they try to protect. What is this about actually?
So you see, the Amazons, the Atlanteans, the old gods joined forces 5,000 years ago to fight off an Earth invasion from the aliens. So they actually joined forces and there's this big, humongous fight. And there's this one scene, Zeus threw a huge lightning bolt at the villain. And they defeated the villain actually. And they sent him off.
So in a way, this villain 5,000 years ago came here before lah.
Yes.
But at the time, the protectors was not superheroes, but Atlantean, Amazon, that kind of thing.
And the old gods.
So then what happened? What did they do actually?
After they left, they jatto their mother boxes. They lost their mother boxes. They were looking for it. But after they left in a hurry, right?
They left the mother boxes on Earth. Bodoh kan? Your villain so bodoh on this one. But never mind, people very clever. Okay?
So they separate the mother boxes in 3 locations. One guarded by the Amazon, one guarded by the Atlanteans.
And the third one?
Okay, the gods are very busy lah, so they're taking the human.
Oh, but the one 5,000 years ago, like, then how is it connected to this Justice League thing? Confused.
You know lah, they must have the history lesson first. Then fast forward to current day, where Batman is talking to Wonder Woman.
Okay.
And Wonder Woman patiently explains the history of mother boxes and the signs of the upcoming or possible Earth invasion.
Oh, that means the villain coming back lah.
So he kanchong already lah, Batman kanchong. Quickly rush to put together the Justice League.
Oh, okay, now makes sense. But I think really cool, this story now is clearer, correct?
Yes.
So do you know actually the time, honest, the time I saw in the theatre, I fell asleep now. Then I woke up, finish a movie. I really hated it. But in comic sense, Justice League is one of my favorite comic books. Yeah. So actually, I think these 4 hours is really worth spending, correct?
Correct. It tells the story in a proper manner. It explains what's the sequence, why the history, why the need to come together as a Justice League, how to fight the big villain.
So everything is more connected.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, for me, I also believe the statistics. Do you know the Rotten Tomato also give us a good indication how good is this movie?
Okay.
For the Rotten Tomato, 73% tomato score and a 96% audience score.
Okay.
While the 2017 version only scored a very low 40% tomato score and a 71% audience score.
So in summary, last time they failed lah. but now they pass with flying colors. This one we agree. Okay, one of our favorite superhero. Okay, mine. In the Justice League team is actually Wonder Woman.
Whoa!
But you know one thing? Sorry, I couldn't fit into the Wonder Woman costume, so today I had to wear Batman.
Yeah, I want the Wonder Woman Asian version.
But it was so cool. Jack Snyder gave us so much love in this movie. There were so many fighting scenes for her, and you know what she did best? She did this ka-ching! Her bracelet, wow, the sonic power, that was amazing.
Wow.
She even had an opening scene, correct? She was standing on the statue of
Justice.
Yeah, then she was there, wow, very sexy. Then she go down, boom, then she fight the terrorists. Wow, that was so good, dodging the bullet, hitting them back at the villains. Very cool scenes. It also goes to show Jack Snyder loved her a lot.
Yes.
And he was also very clever. Because after Wonder Woman Part 1, she gained a lot of popularity. So it only makes sense to show more of her in the Justice League movie.
Yeah.
But the 2017 version, no, not much of Wonder Woman, nothing much to see. So I didn't like it. I think Wonder Woman Part 2, the director should learn from her, other than playing the lasso. The sonic power, amazing.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Now introducing the villain called Thanos.
Huh?
Just kidding!
No, what is the big villain in this show actually?
We are talking about Darkseid here.
Dark Sheep?
It's pronounced as Darkseid.
Oh, not Dark Sheep, Darkseid, remember? So can you share with the audience a bit about what Darkseid is actually?
He is the tyrant ruler of this planet called Apocalypse.
Okay.
And one of the most powerful super villains in the DC universe. He can actually project these tracking omega beams, and the beams are so deadly, it can actually disintegrate anybody that it touches.
Oh, so about zoom, 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 that kind of thing.
So
Oh.
what can turn around, the beam can turn around.
Oh. So if we put Thanos and Darkseid together, do you think who is faster? The snapping fingers of Thanos or the zoom zoom beam of Darkseid, sorry, Darkseid. As a villain, Darkseid is one of the more prominent ones in the DC universe.
Yes, and it's the right time to feature him. Because every epic movie should have a badass villain.
I think one of the things that if I could recall is the former movie release, the 2017 one, we hardly get to see much of Darkseid, right?
Correction, there wasn't any Darkseid. They only show the other villain, Steppenwolf, and we left the cinema keep asking, who is Steppenwolf and where is Darkseid?
So this time round, I think Zack gave him more exposure and love, and we actually know, they joined the dots much better.
Again, we have this better understanding of some other superheroes in the movie. Example, the Flash.
And also Cyborg, okay? Actually, we felt that the movie version previously just skimmed through, they didn't show in-depth character development. So, of course, we do know who Cyborg and who Flash is because we read comics, correct? But for the general audience, they are clueless. And of course, because the director tend to change the original storyline from the comics, so the way they presented Cyborg here is also a bit different. So in the end of the day, I think if as a director you want to tell people now your new character, what roles they have, what background they have is just as important.
Okay, in the 2017, I really dislike it when they make Flash keep tripping over now. Imagine he's the fastest man alive and keep jatuh. It feels so frustrating, right? But Zack Snyder did him justice. He really gave him the limelight and the superpower to the maximum. I really love it here.
Same thing goes with Cyborg, correct? Because the movie in 2017 also sort of said he was quite key and important, but there was no background to it. How can he become so powerful, like the most important character in the universe? But then when they slowly reveal that, his powers is actually originated from one of the mother boxes, which the father used to actually resurrect him, because he and his mother met with an accident, and his mother died, but he was like half dying, like, I'm gonna mati, kind of thing. But then the father was a scientist and resurrected him with one of the mother boxes. So it made him like a supercomputer in this earth. But as they were also showing some personal side of Cyborg, like how his family relationship was. He was a compassionate character, things like that. So when he was tasked to save the world, he was in half the heart to like, wow, I want to sacrifice myself because he loves saving the people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So his humanity come up, although his name is Cyborg.
Yeah.
Which is also like the human aspect of this Cyborg character.
Exactly. They make him more real. Correct? Not just a robot, not just an undefined character.
Yeah.
So I think for us, these both characters were given more love and make it feel more complete. Lastly, I think we should talk about the final fight scene.
Yes, one of my favorite from the movie.
It was so powerful, that one.
You know, everyone plays such an important role in the movie. I'll just give an example. Cyborg has to try his best to separate the 3 mother boxes from merging.
Okay.
Because that was the intention from the villain.
Okay.
Then Flash is giving the best round of his life. Because after all, his power is a super speed, right?
Okay.
And there's a purpose to it. He's trying to build a momentum to throw the lightning bolt to stop it. But guess what? He was injured, he lost his momentum. And now he discovered another power. He can run so fast until he reverses time.
Wow, that was so drama, right?
Yeah.
Everything go backwards, the kind of thing. But actually, my personal favorite, my Wonder Woman. Okay, I think there was one scene, right? You Dida must remember one. When they were trying to fight with the villain Steppenwolf in the movie, Superman gave him the punches, right? Then he fling him towards Aquaman.
Yeah.
Aquaman got a trident, no. Instead of chochok the chicken meat, he chochok the Steppenwolf. He swing him around. Then after that, what happened? He swing him towards Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman take the sword, shot the head. Wow! Then she kick it through the portal and send him back to his dark side.
Yeah, that was very satisfying,
Very
right?
satisfying. In fact, the 2017 movie, not like that one. How did it happen?
Well, that was
So lame, right?
yeah, I don't talk about that part. Just remember the best bits.
But it was so lame the time, wow. But this time was very satisfying because I think it just glorified the satisfaction, right? We are not treacherous people. We don't want to chop head all the time, but villain, he's supposed to be villain. So it's satisfying to see those scenes. So the impact was very good.
Yeah.
And I think what we want to mention about is the touch-up, the effects. The neon effects lah, the soundtrack lah, and overall it makes the movie look like less gloomy. The fighting scene was more visible. You can see things clearly. You know, one of the things that turned me off in the 2017 movie was it looked so dark. It was everywhere dark. Fighting scene dark. All the talking scenes dark. Nearly every scene looks dark. But now he brightens up everything. The color touches are nicer. Things are more visible. So it's more satisfying to see the details. You know what we always like about supervillain movie is you actually translate the actual comic drawing, styling into the real movie world. You can see all the detailings, the costumes, the setting, the powers being emitted from the superheroes. It is satisfying to see all that.
Also, I agree. It's an epic movie kind of feeling. The treatment is all right. It make it so momentous and so memorable.
I think in summary, we really love this version. Maybe also partly because the 2017 version was a letdown.
Yeah.
And honestly, for both of us, Justice League is one of our favorite comic books.
Correct.
We were very disappointed in 2017 after watching the movie. So this one sort of redeemed themselves, and I think Zack Snyder also wanted to prove to the world that he did have the vision, but because it was unexpected that he couldn't roll out the movie himself, so this sort of rectified the situation. I think the first thing when people hear it's a 4-hour movie, it was quite a turn off. We were also partly turned off, like, wow, I'm gonna watch a movie, same one again. But we realized that it was not same. So when we were going through 2 hours, 3 hours, and eventually 4 hours, we were like, very satisfying. So if you really try to watch it and you do fall asleep, alright, you must be truly fall asleep, take a photo and confirm, and then you can let us know. The popcorn is on us, alright? That's all for today.
You like it?
Yeah, we had a fun time, we get you the costume and all that, just to share with you our different side of the passion. Earlier on, we also did share with you that we do like movies and comics and all that. So we hope that this special edition will bring some part of our personal life to you.
Please like and subscribe our social media channel.
See you soon!